Alright guys, welcome back to the harVentures channel. If you are new here, this is my channel. I run it with my wife, and this is my wife's dad. This is my father-in-law. This is my father-in-law, Tom. We are about to do the Appalachian Trail in less than a week now. So we're doing our gear list video just for you guys. If you guys are already subscribed, you may be wondering where the rest of the Italy trip is. I didn't get it done, okay? It's not gonna come out until we get back, but I'll finish it eventually. And you may be wondering where the motorcycle content is. It's going away. So when you guys are seeing this, like, no more motorcycle content for the channel. When we get back from the trail, I will have a new channel just for motorcycle content. So should be pretty cool. Keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, we're gonna go into a general overview of everything that we got for the trail. We're not gonna go into a lot of detail because there's a lot of stuff, but when we do go on the trail, we will be making daily videos. I'm sure we'll run out of stuff to talk about, and we can do gear review videos as we go on. So Tom is gonna be the model. So for the backpack, we went with the Osprey Atmos 65. We probably should have just went with the 50 because it would have been lighter. We both tried on the 50 and the 65, and for some reason the 65 just felt a lot better for both of us. So we went with that. This is a great backpack. Either way you go, just the Atmos in general is fantastic. It's great having a model here. Okay, so pack cover. We went with the Paca. This is made by an Appalachian Trail hiker. His trail name is Cedar Tree, and he started his own business and made these ponchos. So he made these ponchos that have the pack cover connected. So this whole thing right here, this is the pack cover. So this would go on the backpack, bam, just like that. And then if it starts to rain, whatever, you'll have it ready to go. This is a loose demonstration. If we know that it could rain that day, we'll have the pack cover on there ready to go. And then the rest of the poncho can just tuck underneath the backpack. And then when it does get time to rain, you just pull it out and your poncho is already on there. Oh, the sleeve is inside out, yeah. So there you go. Loose demonstration. We'll go over more stuff in the future. You want to turn so they can see so you see the pack cover is connected to the poncho. So it's supposed to help with the breathability between the backpack and your back versus just wearing a rain jacket. So I really like it, but that's what we went with. Okay, so we went over the main system. That's your backpack and the pack cover. Now the sleeping system. So we both went with the same tent. We went with the Big Agnes Copper Spur HV UL1. So it's a one-person tent for both of us. We could have went with a two-person, three-person tent and shared, but we're gonna have our own private space on the trail. We both went with the one person just to save as much weight as we can. We tried to save as much weight as we possibly could everywhere. It didn't really work out the best, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So alongside the tent, I also got the Big Agnes footprint that's made for the tent. You could have went with a tarp, you know, whatever. What did you do?
I got one also.
Okay, so we both went with this. So when we set up the tent, this is actually gonna stay with the tent. I'm just gonna keep it all together so we don't have to worry about it. In the sleeping bag, so the Nemo Disco 15, it is a 15-degree bag, and it condenses down to this, which is crazy that sleeping bags can do this. But we both went with the same one here, and it should be more than enough for the trail. Okay, so the sleeping pad, the next thing in our little sleeping setup, we both went a little different on this one. We went with the same for most of the stuff, but a little different. So I went with the Thermarest Pro Light R, which is regular, not long. I think his is regular too. And he went with the REI Air Rail Plus. They're both self-inflating sleeping pads. His has an R value of 3.3 and mine is 2.4. So he gets colder than I do. I'm running hot. I'm sweating right now.
And I'm not.
Mine is 18 ounces, so 1 pound 2 ounce, and his is 1 pound 9 ounce. So a little bit lighter, but yeah. So that basically covers the sleep system. We did not get a pillow we're either going to use our clothes in a little stuff sack or the Paka. The Paka has its own little pouch, so that's probably going to be what we have. Next, we both went with the same thing here too, trekking poles, the REI Flash Carbon, and these are fantastic. Haven't really used them yet. I think Tom has.
I like them very much.
All right, so we both have a headlamp. Mine is the Black Diamond Astro. I think it's a 150. He got one too. We'll link them down below, but we're not really worried about covering all that. We also went with Sea to Summit Insect Shield for a bug net. So basically it just goes over you, and no matter what hat you're wearing, it'll still give you some protection from the bugs. So that's gonna be much needed in Maine in summer or spring. Medical kit, Adventure medical kits. There you go. We got this from REI. Basically everything we got is from REI. If I can find anything on Amazon, I'll link that. Okay, so this little kitchen thing, this is GSI Outdoors. It's like a little pot to boil water. I have had this for years and just never used it for anything. Basic pot, boil water in. It did come with 4 bowls, but we took 2 out because we're 2 people. They both have lids on them. And the cooker that I have also had for a very long time. So this is just your standard pocket rocket kind of deal. Screws directly onto the gas, but it is Snow Peak. And again, I've had this for years, never used it until me and Kayan went on our Zion car camping trip. So figured this would be the perfect time to actually use it. Okay, and of course, we can't cook stuff and eat with our hands, so we got just little sporks. There you go.
And of course, when we're heating up water, we need to have safe water. So I decided to go with the Sawyer water filter. We're going to put a bottle on one end, which is the dirty water, and then on this end, we'll put another bottle for the clean water. And I went with this one because I didn't like the way the pump was, plus it was much bigger and a little heavier.
On the other one.
On the other one. And of course it comes with a cleaning kit, which is a huge syringe and stuff. You got to have some kind of shovel to go out and do your business with. So I got this little titanium thing. It's actually pretty light.
Yeah, it's very light.
It's about as...
it's about the same as the hard plastic ones, but more durable.
Yeah,
sure.
And that's what I wanted to go with. I'm also taking a knife. It's a Gerber. This was given to me about 45 years ago, and it's been very nice.
And it is very lightweight. I had a multi-tool that was very small, but it was heavier than this actually. So he's got that and a small multi-tool.
I got a little bit small, which is not much bigger than a big knife that you normally carry in your pocket. You got your pliers. It's got scissors on here. Oh.
Yeah, so it didn't have a knife, so that's the main reason for him to bring the other knife. Since we talked about the kitchen stuff, this is Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Hemp Peppermint Pure Castile Soap. Little bumblebee playing with us. But this does everything.
Use it to wash pans, wash your clothes, wash your body, your hair, and even brush your teeth.
Mouthwash, yeah. This will do it all. Moving on, we got some really bright reflective rope. This will be used for whatever we need it for, mainly hanging food bags and all that stuff. So yeah, it's rope. It's 100 foot. These are our camp shoes and they are the best. We went into REI, we were talking to a guy, we were saying that we need to get some camp shoes, like some flip-flops or whatever, and he was like, oh no, I got just the thing. And he brought these things out. These are UFOs, and they feel like you're walking on a cloud. Okay,
they feel really nice.
Especially after we hike an entire day, we're gonna put these on. It's gonna be so good.
The best.
So speaking of food bags, we have some of these odor blocking bags that we will use for the stronger smelling stuff, and maybe some remnants of our duties. So that'll go in dry sack, and we get a few different size dry sacks, but this will be like the main food bag that we'll put the food in, make it up like that, use the rope, sling it up, and that's going to be our hang bag. Okay, so the main thing for bugs, permethrin. This is the biggest thing that we've heard about, and you're supposed to soak your clothes in it completely. A guy at REI told us to do the same thing to our packs, so when we put our packs on the ground, ticks don't crawl on the packs, get onto us. So this is going to be a big deal. And It's actually really heavy. We went with the 24 ounces, but as soon as we get up there, we're gonna do our clothes, and that's gonna take out like half the bottle. So we will be losing that weight as we go. Just for the other stuff like mosquitoes, we went with Sawyer, but this is just normal spray, so this is gonna be good for mosquitoes.
Also, from my previous job, which I just retired from so I could go do the Appalachian Trail.
Everybody say congrats to Tom in the comments.
Thank you. So my last day there, she came in to get a replacement laptop. She is a nurse and has taught a lot of classes on Lyme disease, and she said she used to have Lyme disease herself, and said that we should take along this little sticky travel roller to roll our pants with, that'll collect all the ticks at the end of each day.
Yep. We got underwear for the guys. We both went with Ex Officio, and I went with more of the sport ones. This has a 9-inch inseam, so they go pretty far down. They go like past midway down your thigh. But I've already tried these out, and they are fantastic.
Let's wait on the helicopter.
Yeah, I've already tried these out, and they don't ride up at all. They're fantastic. I think they're going to work out great for the trail. These are mainly going to be like my camp shorts, town shorts, just to change into. I think they're Prana. Is that the? Yeah, these are Prana. I don't remember the exact like model of these, but I'll find a link for it. But these are fantastic. Stretchy waistband. They feel great. They're not super short like the growing trend now. Okay, so we both went with Smart Wool for our shirts. This is a long sleeve shirt, which will be rarely needed for me, I think, when it's actually cold. So I'll double up if I need to. But this is mainly going to be like my camp town shirt. So one with that. It's all Smart Wool. Seems to be one of the best options for the trail. I did have another one, but I had to exchange it to get a bigger size, and it's on its way. Hopefully it comes before we leave, otherwise I'm gonna be in some trouble. And these pants, these are REI. I do not remember what the name of these were. I think they're Sahara. That sounds familiar.
I think so.
But it's REI brand. They have the zip off shorts. If it gets hot, we can just unzip the shorts. They have the cargo pockets, which I will be using while I'm on the trail. So these are gonna be both of our main hiking pants. We went different on the jackets, so Tom went to go get his. I went with Arc'teryx. I had just learned about this brand, and I really like it. This is the Proton. Their naming is a little weird. I went with the Proton. I think it's the Fast and Light. So it has 2 breathable pockets. You just open this up and vent all the heat and everything. It's really lightweight, but this is perfect for people like me who run hot and then need something lighter to keep them cool as they are going.
And I went with the Patagonia down jacket.
No, this was synthetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went with a synthetic. I run cold, so
Yes, his has a little bit more insulation than mine, so that'll keep him warmer than me. But with my long sleeve as well, I think I'll be good to go. And you also went with a long sleeve.
I went with
so
long
he's
sleeve.
got the short sleeve, long sleeve, and this jacket. We both have long underwear, so there you go. I don't remember the brand. Was it Smart Wool? Yeah, it was Smart Wool
It's
for
Smart
this too.
Wool.
Yeah. Okay, so we went with Smart Wool long underwear. So there you go. Anyway, so I recently discovered Bombas. They're relatively new for the past few years, I guess, but they seem like a really cool company, and I tried out their hiking socks, and they're fantastic. They have a lifetime warranty on them too. So, if anything happens on the trail, we just send these back in. If your dog eats it, which mine did eat one of these socks. Yeah. There you go, Bombas. So I went with gloves. Now these I will not need all the time. I guarantee that. Mainly when we start. We're starting in Maine. I don't know. We didn't even mention that. We're going southbound. I didn't even mention that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going southbound on the trail, and yeah, there you go. It's gonna be cold when we first start, or a little cold. Temperatures around the area aren't that bad right now, but we're gonna be in the mountains. So I went with a very light pair. These are Black Diamond. Black Diamond gloves. They are lightweight is what they're called. They had middleweight, but I went very light. They're touchscreen, so they weigh almost nothing. Along the same lines as the gloves for me, this is mainly for when it's really cold. I'm also gonna have a hat, but when it's really cold and you need something for your ears, this is a lightweight and actual Buff brand. just to keep my ears warm if it's a little cooler.
And of course, because I get cold easy, my wife got me this one here, which is actually got a light on it.
Oh, Night Scout. So both of our shoes, we both have Solomon now, right? You
Yep.
went with Solomon? Are
Yep.
these the same? They're a little different.
They're a little different.
I know mine is the X Ultra Solomon. I have already used this on 2 or 3 different trips with Kayan and my sister, actually. So going out west, and brought back a lot of the dirt there. They're still a little dirty. They don't have the regular laces, they have the zip ties, and these shoes are great. I have no complaints with them at all.
Mine's the XA Pro 3D.
Okay, so let's just let's put this out there. I'm taking a laptop. I'm probably the only person in the world that has done the AT and actually taken a laptop, but I'm doing it. I got so used to doing the type of editing that I have done for all these years on YouTube, and I tried to downgrade. I tried Adobe Rush, and it was just so limited for me. I hated it. I'm gonna try this out, and we know there's a lot of excess weight here, but it's something that we're dealing with, and Tom is gonna help me manage the weight as much as possible. We went as lightweight as we could with everything else to counteract this.
I'll be carrying all the kitchen stuff and things like that.
Okay, so with the laptop and having to keep it charged, I went with this battery backup. This is the Goal Zero Sherpa 100 PD. I also went with this because I'm using my phone as the camera. With that, I have to have a little attachment for the mic. I'm gonna try to leave that in so it doesn't mess up the port as much as possible, because if I have to constantly plug and unplug, I don't know how long it's gonna last. So this one actually has the wireless thing where you can charge your phone just by sitting it on top. For the memory, I have also had these for years. This is a Samsung T3 portable SSD. This is 500 gigs. I have 2 of them, so I'm taking both. I will also bring the GoPro Hero 7 Black, and I have a clip. That's all I'm taking for the mounts. I have a clip that I can clip onto the backpack strap right here, and it'll be like this if I want to work on getting like a time-lapse kind of deal of us walking. Or I can take that same clip and clip it on my hat if we're scrambling. You know, you can get like a first-person view. And we got a random camp towel, and we got another one as well. They're just like microfiber, really lightweight, just to clean up as we go. So for flying there, we got this recommendation from somebody that works at REI. This is the REI pack duffel, which we will be shipping back when we get up there. But basically this is just to put your pack in when you're flying, so it doesn't mess up the straps, the buckles, the trekking poles that are gonna go in there, all that stuff. It'll just keep everything together and safe, so we don't have a broken bag when we get up there. And then, like I said, we'll ship this back once we get up there. And for the phone, I am using the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I got the Polar Pro case, which has a rail system with a grip on there, which I have a Rode Video Micro hooked up to the top part and the cable running directly into the phone for the audio, which that is connected to a Joby GorillaPod setup. And I went with the Polar Pro case because Polar Pro makes great filters, and they made one for the 12 Pro Max, and it's a variable ND filter, which is neutral density. If you did not know, it's a 3 to 5 stop, which basically, best way to put it is sunglasses for your phone or camera or whatever. It's how you get that nice cinematic motion blur. The more you crank the shutter, the more stuttery everything is. So those would just be like really smooth movements with an ND filter blocking the amount of light in. I'm gonna be testing that out really on the trail as we go. That is our gear list. We don't know. I mean, stuff might change as we go. We don't really know. We have never done anything like this before, so this is gonna be a first for both of us.
We've both read several books on people that have already walked the Appalachian Trail. Each person had talked about exchanging out their gear as they went along. Some ditched stuff that they never wanted to hike with again.
Some people ditched the tent.
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna get to that point, but
I don't think I'm gonna get to that point.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be a learning experience. Food on the trail, that's gonna be a new thing for both of us. It's gonna be interesting to see how everything goes, but The great thing about our setup and everything is we will be doing daily videos. So we'll have a video come out every day for us and you guys, but we're gonna offset them by 2 weeks. So that'll just make sure, like the 100-mile wilderness, I need to make sure that I can get to a town to upload the videos. Day one of the videos for us, you guys will see 2 weeks later. So I think this video is coming out the 9th. The first video, which is gonna be our travel day, is gonna come out the 12th. And then every day after that is gonna be a daily video. Every single day is gonna be a video coming out until the very end. That is gonna be it. Be on the lookout for the travel day, the start of our Appalachian Trail adventure. And if you aren't subscribed, you need to, so you can see all of our adventures along the way. And also, we'll be posting pictures on Instagram at harVentures, and we'll also be posting some stuff on Facebook. So, like, if we have a lot of pictures, then they'll go on Facebook. We might do random little videos go on Facebook. May post some stuff while we're gone as well. Do all the links, all that stuff. Share this video, like it if you want.
Yes, please do.
Do whatever you want, guys, okay?
All right. Y'all take care.
Yeah.